Capricorn, let's start with your reading. Today, we're going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the near future. Don't forget that energies go both ways. Feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonates with your own personal situation. Now, let's start with your messages. Okay. Wands. This is very interesting, and honestly, I'm glad to see the High Priestess here because it's explaining something to me that at first I didn't understand. This is your main energy, and this is the card that tells you, that invites you to not jump to conclusions regarding this incoming energy. At first, I've seen these three cards and I thought that the situation was in a specific way. And then by looking at the energies underneath the surface, I see something completely different. And that's exactly what this energy is inviting you to do. Do not judge the book by its cover, but hold on and try to read in between the lines, because this energy that you might just disregard right away, it's something that can have a deep and beautiful impact on your overall journey. But we'll see what this is. The reading starts with Knight of Wands and the Star reversed. And actually, what we're seeing here is something very clear. Is something that you once hoped for and wished for, but that eventually you gave up on. And that now it's working its way back to you. This Nine of Wands is someone who's acting on an impulse after a realization, wanting to come back as if their life depended on it. That's the type of urge that they have at the moment. This person comes in with such confidence, as if the world has been waiting for them, as you have been waiting for them. And it might make it very hard for someone in general to just say no to them and reject them because of this confidence that they bring with themselves. But not for this Capricorn. This is something that at some point you did actually wish for, but something that maybe made you struggle, losing your sleep on it, focusing on this more than you would have wanted. And so now having the Star in reverse position, it means that at some point you realize that this was keeping you stuck in a position that did not allow you to grow, did not allow you to progress, which is usually a major no-no for Capricorns. This truly feels like an old wish that now is about to come true very unexpectedly at this point, because the Knight of Wands also brings unexpected events. But even if this person comes in with some sort of certainty that you're going to welcome that back, there is something that they didn't take in consideration. I get the feeling here that overall this person has no idea on how much has changed within you. You have reprioritized your life. You have matured in the meantime. And who you have become right now might not fit that old wish any longer. I believe that even if it was hard at the time, this disappointment made you realize certain things, and perhaps made you realize how you do not want to waste your time anymore with wishful thinking. You want to spend your time, effort, energy only for the people and the situations that you know are the right choice for you. Instead, it's almost like this other person's emotional clock has stopped at the time when they last saw you or talked to you. They think that nothing has changed, and that the door that will take them back to you is still wide open. In the meantime, instead, you have dramatically changed, and you have quietly got out of this rut that this person has left you in. You have rebuilt yourself, and now you're way above them and way past them. From where you stand right now, actually, this person looks very tiny and their impact on you is very little as well. You clearly have learned to live without them, taking all the pain that they might have given you back then and transformed it into fuel for your comeback. And you came back, Capricorn, big time. This wish, it's like an outfit that doesn't fit you anymore. You might still like it, but wearing it right now would constrict your movements and make you struggle in a way that it's definitely unnecessary right now. So we see right here, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. You know, it's crazy to see how much you wanted this back then, at least. This made you feel in ways you've never felt before. It made your overall vision for your future change. And Capricorns do not adapt their vision depending on their emotions. But this was definitely impactful that way. Perhaps it made you want to build a long-term connection, a family perhaps, for the first time in your life. This has had some major impact on you, and you are still aware of it today. You are aware of it because that emotional explosion that happened when you fell in love with this person, it's something that still reverberates inside of you. Just like ripples that form on a lake after a rock hits the surface, you feel maybe some sort of pull towards this past situation from time to time, but you are a earth grounded sign, grounded spirit, and you have the strength and the tools to not let this change your trajectory at all. But obviously, with them just showing up again into your life right here, this is more than just ripples. This is a brand new giant rock which is going to hit, and we'll have to see what type of impact might end up having on you. And this is where things get interesting, actually. There is something right here that they have misinterpreted about you. I feel that back then, when maybe things have truly started to go south, you haven't reacted much. You might have talked and got into arguments, yes, but eventually, especially with the star reversed, you let things evolve and unfold without really trying to redirect them in one direction or the other. You maybe didn't overall fight very much back then, and this made them believe that you're not a fighter. And bear with me on this one. The fact that you didn't react to their crap made them believe that they could have came back and pick up from where you left off, regardless of what they have pulled on you in the past. But obviously, they misunderstood this. They have another thing coming right here. Capricorns do not fight because once they give up, they truly give up. They don't want to waste time fighting a losing battle. They want to redirect their energy elsewhere, redirect it to something that it's worth fighting for. You might have gone silent in a situation where you had all the rights to scream and shout, but Capricorns really are drama-free, and you just didn't care about wasting your time and energy. People easily jump to conclusions when it comes to Capricorns, but they don't know that there are many layers to a Capricorn personality, and what you see on the surface might very well not be what's happening underneath the surface. Here we are again with the High Priestess as the main energy. And so this person comes in, they have a big surprise. I just see you initially not even recognizing them, to be honest with you, for some reason. Maybe because you get a message from a number that you don't know, or something has changed into their appearance and you'll have difficulties to understand who this is. Or maybe you're doing it on purpose, who knows. But it will truly set the tone for whatever is coming next. You know, Capricorn, I definitely immediately saw that this wasn't something that was going to make you question overall your direction. I don't see any risk that this is going to put you in a position where you might consider turning back and heading towards this person once again. At least for most of you out there. But with this energy coming up in the near future, 10 of Cups, the Chariot, something changes around you after this comes in. All of a sudden, we see some sort of ending, a new beginning with a 10. A comeback, which I personally initially underestimated, knowing your grounded energy, is actually going to have some sort of impact on your future events, regardless of what you decide to do or not to do with this person coming in. There is something in the gravitational pull that this person and this past connection has on you still today, which is going to change your trajectory and place you on a path towards something pretty amazing. This is absolutely beautiful. And we see here just the main energies, but we don't see the details yet. Overall, don't forget that High Priestess up there as the main energy is telling you, you'll know how to react to this. You'll know perhaps immediately to close that door, to not engage into this conversation. But what you don't know, it's that for some reason, this 9 of Wands coming up into your life now, it's going to have an impact on your future. Why? We don't know yet. We'll have to keep going with the reading. But again, the High Priestess is telling you, do not underestimate this incoming energy because it's going to change things up for you. So let's go ahead and clarify all of these messages. Let's try to understand what this is about, what it's about to come towards you from this person, and what type of impact this is going to have on you. How is something so remote and distant from you, something that you were not wishing for anymore? How is it going to impact your own personal journey to the point that this will turn out to be actually a very positive event overall? Let's look into what's coming towards you in the near future and how it's bound to evolve in the distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Capricorn, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Capricorn. The energy, the bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is a very unexpected one, the 10 of Swords. And we see, in fact, this energy coming right after the 10 of Cups. Opposite energies, right? You would think that these two don't go together at all and that one doesn't take you to the other. But instead, with the High Priestess, again, you are invited to not disregard this incoming energy, this event, and this person, because in fact, they hold the key for you to achieve something beautiful and overall an emotional satisfaction here, which maybe you were not expecting. What I'm seeing here is a specific message saying the only way out is through. And it's very important to understand what the connection between these two cards is, to understand how to best handle this incoming energy and where it's going to take you. Obviously, we have seen that this is someone coming in, someone who you are familiar with, someone who you know. And immediately, as soon as you see this message or this person right in front of you, you'll immediately know what to do and what not to do. But your challenge here is to not jump to conclusions. Because if you look into this message, if you look into this energy, you will find your way towards major success. What that means, we don't know yet, but we'll have to look it up. Oh my God, 10 of Cups down here as well. This is something major and it's important for you to not disregard because it's going to have a beautiful impact on you. So let's first of all clarify this Chariot, trying to understand what's coming towards you in the near future. And then we will see how to best handle it and where it's going to take you in the distant future. First of all, let's clarify the Chariot. The 9 of Wands coming up again. It's definitely connected to that energy. Wow. Okay. Okay. There it goes. Twice, actually. This is actually very unexpected for you, and I can see the expression on your face of disbelief, and for a very specific reason. This person is not.